Chicken. This is the Anna Report, where every Wednesday I sit with you guys and we discuss dating and relationships. And this week's topic are red flags that you need to look out for when dating a woman. So I came up with 8 red flags that you as guys need to look out for when you're dating a woman. The reason why red flags you need to look out for is because love is like a drug. So when you first meet a girl and you are like in love, there is this it's like being on drugs, because it completely clouds your mind. And it's I don't even want to get into like the science of it, but literally the chemicals that are produced in your brain from drugs are also produced when you're basically in lust, okay? That sort of euphoria when you're so excited when you first meet a woman. And what happens is you can completely go blind to these red flags and become so oblivious to them. And then down the line, you're like, wait a minute, what happened? But all the red flags are right there in front of you and you missed it. So the first one, there's 8 of them there were more, but I narrowed it down to 8 major ones, and I love it. The first one is the princess, right? There's this sense of like entitlement that she has, and she's not afraid to flaunt it either. She's like, I'm a princess. It's on her iPhone case. The princess emoji is her most used emoji. It's in her bio on all her social apps that she's a princess, right? When that happens, run. And why do I say run, right? Because it's like, well, you should treat your woman like a princess, like a queen, right? You should. But why run when she portrays herself as a princess? Well, I think it's because majority of the time when that happens, there's a sense of entitlement, like she's entitled to that. There are these expectations that come with this sort of princess mentality that I just can't stand, because it also sets you up as a man. I think it also sets you up for failure as well, because it comes with so much selfishness. Like, I'm a princess, you need to do this for me, I'm entitled to everything. She will always come before you, and God forbid even your children. Like, she will always put herself before you and your children and everything. When should that princess mentality be retired? And I want to say around 15, 16 is when I think you should retire this princess entitlement mentality. Because I feel like at 15, 16, like your whole life, your parents have told you like, you're such a princess, you're this, you're that. And then you step into the real world and you realize, no, the world doesn't owe you anything. You are not a princess. You need to, pay your dues to society. I just also want to clarify that you yourself need to treat your woman like a queen. I don't think that she needs to remind you, I'm a princess. I think you yourself, if you're a good man, you should do it. Does that make sense? The next one is she's a drama queen. Okay, she's a drama queen, and when I thought of that, I was like, okay, yeah, it's a red flag. She's a drama queen. I was like, I've been there. I'm a notorious drama queen. And then when I started doing research and more getting in depth, I was like, holy shit, I am no drama queen. Have I been? Of course. But did I grow out of it and mature, and did life kind of slap me into reality? Absolutely. But drama queen, really, like, what drama queen, the true definition of a drama queen is this person, when things are going smooth, like everything's happy and everything's fine, she will find something to just stir shit up and create controversy where you're like, what now? What now? What did I do? What did they do? What's happening? Why are you crazy? I love what George Carlin always says is, women are crazy because men are stupid. I love that because it's so true. Like, we do sometimes act crazy because you guys are so stupid. As a mature woman, you figure out when is the time to be, like, you pick your battles. right? You pick your battles. And so then looking more and more into drama queens, I realized that therapists, psychologists have it's an actual psychological disorder being a drama queen. Actual psychological disorder, and there's a name for it. It's called HPD, and it stands for histrionic personality disorder. It's most commonly in women, shocker. What does it mean to have this psychological disorder? These are the people who grab the microphone, hog the limelight, always change the subject to themselves, behave outrageously, have tantrums, and generally refuse to be ignored. So someone says, Wendy Williams has that. I think, I would probably say a lot of people in the entertainment industry might have that. But the thing is, these women will grab your attention and light a fire in your pants. Why? Because, they're on fire, they're exciting, they're fun to be around. But as fast as that flame goes off, it's gonna get old, and you're gonna find yourself miserable in this relationship because it's gonna get old. She's gonna constantly be fighting with everyone around her. Like, it's always gonna be drama. She's gonna be complaining about her girlfriend. She's gonna be fighting with her coworkers. She's gonna be center of drama at work. You're always gonna be like, what's next? There's always something in your goddamn life, woman. So the third thing is when you cannot hang out when you just can't have bro time. No bro time, okay? Whatever you want to call it, guy time, bro time, I don't care. Call it what you want to call it. You cannot have any sort of bro time. That is a red flag when that happens. If she guilts you every single time you want to hang out with your friends, huge red flag. I want to clarify with this whole bro time thing, okay? You have to be really truthful to yourself, like really honest with yourself. Nobody else. In your own mind, ask yourself, have I given her any reason to not trust me while I hang out with the boys? Any reason? And if the answer is no, then that's a red flag. If the answer is yes, it's your job to make her feel safe again. Because whatever, you've done something, you have history together where she can't trust you. So you have to make her feel safe again in order to move on. Sean says, what's an acceptable amount of bro time? A week? It depends. Are you going away for a week with your friends on a fishing trip, overseas? I don't know. Like, what are you doing, right? But this bro time concept is really important because I've been in relationships where I just, no way could I trust a guy, but because he had given me a reason not to trust. I've also been in relationships where I'm just like, go, I don't wanna come. You go. Bye. Tech Guido says, never had bro time. Okay, so bro time and girl time, girls night, okay, whatever we do as women with our girl time, wine night, all that stuff. You guys do whatever you do, fishing, Really important. A good woman understands the importance of bro time and understands that it's so beneficial for your well-being that every time you spend time with the guys, it only strengthens your bond and your relationship together. I'm gonna wait for that to simmer in. Michael says, if a girl is never a priority in a guy's life, that's an issue. But if the girl has no reason to be insecure, but is constantly insecure, even if you're with friends and family, huge red flag. Absolutely huge red flag. But I really want to emphasize the importance as women, you have to make us feel safe. And when I say make us feel safe, I don't only mean make us feel safe when we're out together. I mean, make me mentally safe, knowing that I trust you, you trust me. There's this sort of mutual connection and understanding. And it's your job just as much as it's her job to make sure that that she trusts you. This is really important. Okay. 4 is you hate her family and friends. I absolutely hate the word hate because it was like my 2017, what's the word, Mom? Resolution. It was my 2017 resolution to not use the word hate, to be positive. But if you cannot stand her family and her friends, that is a huge red flag. Let me break it down. The reason why is because, again, in the beginning, the chemicals in your brain, because of love, it's like you being hypnotized. It's like you're hypnotized by dum-dum. Okay? You're missing all the red flags. If you cannot stand her family and friends, guess what? The second the euphoria dies down, you will not be able to stand her either. You know, the reason why you don't find her just as annoying is because of the high, because of the lust that you're experiencing. So if you cannot stand her family and friends, and I'm not saying don't try. Don't right away be like, well, I don't like your brother-in-law because he's black and I'm racist. Or vice versa. I don't like white people. Whatever, right? Right away, you like make this ridiculous comment and you're like, no, I don't like your family because no. You're the weirdo in that situation. But if truly, honestly, these people do not see eye to eye, or I don't know, let's use a very relevant and important issue. If you are a die-hard Trump hater, like a die-hard Trump hater, and you start dating a girl whose entire family voted for Trump, don't pretend like everything is gonna be fine, because you're gonna lose your goddamn mind. You're gonna be like, no, I can't stand to be around your family and friends because I'm so passionate about hating Trump. Okay? Got it? Michael says, you're who you associate with. If she's friends with the girls who cheat or lie, yikes. I kind of disagree. I think as adults, we mature into people who, it's like, what my girlfriend chooses to do, it doesn't really define me, but absolutely how we were brought up, like, my girlfriends, or I mean, it's like, there is that forever bond. Like, you're not gonna come into my life after I've been friends with them for 20 some years and just me pick over you. No way. So you're delusional if you think that you could change her mind because, you've got that fireworks penis. I don't know, whatever you think you have. You don't. Okay. 5. This is my favorite. This is the biggest red flag by far for me. Well, the last one is the biggest, but that's such an obvious one. This is when she treats waiters like crap. This is so important, okay? If you go out with her, doesn't have to be, I always say you don't have to do dinner, right? If you go to Starbucks, she treats the barista like shit. If you go window shopping and walk into a store and the store attendant says, hello, welcome to Barney's, okay? And she's like, shut up, bitch. Red flag. Red flag. Why is that a red flag? Because how she treats complete strangers is a huge definition of who she really truly is. Actually, as a matter of fact, psychologists say that the way someone treats a stranger is often an indication of that person's empathy, social conscience, and maturity. So, right? Like, psychologists say this, that how someone treats another stranger is an indication of that person's empathy. And this is so important. especially this day and age when literally everyone is walking around with zero fucking like compassion or empathy these days. Number 6, 100% guilty of it, work in progress. I'm okay with it. I acknowledge it. If she's not flexible, if she is not flexible, it's gonna be hard. So if she's not flexible, why is it a red flag? And this is a personal thing of mine. I've seen how it has affected me in my past relationships. It's really important because when she is incapable of going with the flow, it's really hard for guys because men are far more spontaneous, I've learned, and we're far more structured. We like plans, we like, and it's normal. It's normal why we need more structure and you don't. You know why? Because you don't have to do your hair, you don't have to do your nails, you don't have to do your makeup, right? You can just literally throw on jeans and go. So you can be a lot more flexible than we can. But also I think it's important for us women to find that sort of flow in our life, to be able to go with the flow, because then it turns out that you're not compromising, and you want to be in a you want to be a compromising partner, man or woman. But if she's like unable to adapt to changes in plans, like for example, let's say you made plans for her and your car broke down. Now granted, we live in a day and age where your car breaks down, you can call Uber, like don't be too dramatic. But let's just, for example's sake, your car breaks down, you had plans, now it's gonna be change of plans, and she loses her goddamn mind at you. And you're like, oh my God, this wasn't my fault, right? So it's really important that she's flexible, that she's able to go with the flow. I think the best way that you can really find this out is to travel with her, because when you travel, things are bound to not go as planned. But also on your end, you can be, compassionate and understand that it's important to her that, she has her hair done, she has her nails done, that she looks cute. So you should also be a little attentive to this sort of red flag, in the sense that it's like, how can I help her? And the way you can help her is, give her a heads up or understand, and don't nag her, let her get ready, take her time, like don't be a dick about it. Number 7 is she's not appreciative. What? Literally, she never stops to thank you. She doesn't, you never feel appreciated for anything that you do. She never shows any sort of gratitude for the things that you do for her. Run. You know why? Because I promise you, there will be a woman who will appreciate the things that you do, okay? So if you're putting your best foot forward and you're being a good person, a good partner, a good man, and you're like, I'm never good enough. And I want to say, I think a lot of guys feel this way, but really, truly, make sure she never says thank you, that she never appreciates it. Because honestly, maybe she really does appreciate it. It's just that she doesn't know how to communicate and that gratitude. I don't know, maybe she just doesn't know how to communicate the gratitude. Maybe you're dating a younger woman or maybe she has her own personal issues of an ability to communicate. Eventually, you're gonna begin to resent her, and then when you begin to resent her, she's gonna lash out, because she's gonna be like, this is not the man I've been dating. What's going on, right? What is this? Because when you begin to lash out, resent her and lash out, you're not yourself, and she's not used to you being this way, and so she's gonna call you out, and it's just like, okay. And eventually the whole ungratefulness, red flag issue is gonna cause you guys to break up. Number 8, final red flag on my list, and one would think it's common sense, but it's not, is if she's violent, okay? Physical, mental, emotional abuse is still abuse. And nobody, and I mean nobody, should tolerate that sort of red flag. Okay? So anytime you feel any sort of violence, abuse, again, whether that's mental, physical, or emotional, that's a red flag. You should not be feeling that way. Like, having a partner, being in love, should be a gratifying experience and not one where you feel like you're put down and you're not good enough and all of that stuff. So don't make excuses just to stick around. Maybe you help her get professional help, but you shouldn't be the one trying to save her. Okay? Don't be the savior. You're not. No matter what you do, you're not going to be the savior. You can help her get professional help, but you can't save her. A lot of men, especially with physical violence, stick around because they're like, oh, well, she hits me, but it doesn't hurt. Okay? And I need you guys to understand that statistically, anytime there's sort of physical violence, it quickly escalates to a way more serious offense when you let it go. So it's important that you seek help, that you get her help, that you put a stop to it right away. Like, that is the godfather of red flags, any sort of violence. Okay? I don't want to leave on this violent, ending. Someone say something fun so we can change the subject before I go. Yep, my cousin got stabbed by his wife. Oh my gosh, I hope he and she are okay. All right, you guys, have a good night. I'm so happy that we were able to do this topic finally, and I will see you guys on social media. And again, if you have any sort of questions and advice, email me at askanna@theannareport.com. And then next show, I want to address it, but obviously in confidence. So I wouldn't say what your name is, who wrote this, but we would sort of discuss it all together. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.